Hi there. Great new development for the Cared4 document system, which I'm about to introduce you to today. It's an AI chatbot. What you can see on screen at the moment will represent what our web page will say. There are four owl icons. They're all in different colors, and they all represent the different services that we provide a document management system to. So we have domiciliary care, our supported living, our residential services, and learning difficulties. I will scroll down. I think there are some good rules of thumb for using the chatbot. Basically, this is a conversational bot. So you can ask it questions. From those questions, it will bring up a reference to a policy, procedure, or form, and it will take you out of the chatbot via a link to the Collaborate document system where you can uh, open the folder up where the document that you require is located. Some of the ground rules, if I could go through those, if you're looking for a form, say an accident form, call it a form. It's not that the chatbot may not bring it up, but the more specific that you can be, there's so much information in Cared4 on accidents, for instance, then you're giving the bot the best opportunity to, as I call, interrogate it for the accurate information document that you require. If you're looking for a procedure or a policy, again, use the phrase policy or procedure. So I wouldn't put in safeguarding or duty of candour. I would put in safeguarding policy or duty of candour policy. It's not just limited to referencing. The bot will also give you internal content. And just as a side point, the reason why it gives you internal content is that all of the policies, procedures, and forms have been uploaded to the bot. The bot, being an AI intelligence, scans all of the information in those documents and within seconds is able to retrieve that information for you when you ask it questions. And that's what we're dealing with here. It's great. So then, I've already said this before, but again, any results, you'll be given a link back to Collaborate platform. I'm about to demonstrate that now from the bot itself. So if I can go into the bot and then we will find out how that happens. Let's just choose one of the icons. I'm going to do the choose the domiciliary care icon, the blue owl, and let's go and connect to the chatbot. I need to refresh this as I've already had some conversations with the chatbot from the previous day. So let's just look at the following documents, if I may. I'm going to open up two policies rather, and a form. And then maybe we'll look at some internal content too. So I'll look at a safeguarding policy, a medication policy, an accident form, and then some internal content within the safeguarding and medication policy all become apparent. So let's just simply do a quick search on or question on safeguarding policy. So it takes about 5 or 6 seconds for the information to come up. What you will find here, first of all, people say, well, what is your safeguarding policy in Cared4? It's QP61 in the policies folder. This bot will give you a summary of the policy. And it says, oh, you can view the full QP61 safeguarding policy at the following link. This link will take you back to the document site or Collaborate site where all the documents are hosted. Let me click on that. The one thing I do want to say is have Collaborate open, or you'll just be asked to sign in and then it'll go on to the specific folder where that document can be located. But I've already signed in to Collaborate, so let's just click on that. And it was QP61 that we want to see. So we can see there we're in folder QP1 to 99. You can see that, me just waving my mouse hand underneath. And if we scroll down to QP61, we'll see the safeguarding policy there, which is great. I'm not opening the document. This is just about location. Let's go back to the bot again, try another policy, medication policy. Always best to spell it right. It will come up usually, but I do find that accurate spelling definitely helps. So as I say, another 5 or 6 seconds, this will come up. And here we are. The medication management policy is QP46, which we can see here. We have our summary again of what that policy addresses. And then just scrolling down, we have the folder where it can be located. And that is the same folder that we've just been in. Click on the link. Let me just highlight something as well as to how intelligent the bot is. If you look below, there are some suggested questions about internal content, which I'm going to go on shortly after searching for a form. So what are medication responsibilities? How is medication monitored? It comes up with suggestions about what you might want to ask about the internal content of this document. So let me do one last document search before we go into internal content. Let's look at accident form. Here's our accident form. And let me just go up a little bit there. It's DC 001. Accident incident nearness report. Just a summary about the form. And again, here is the folder. Now we'll click on this link, which takes you to the form itself. So there's our accident form. As I said before, it may not just be referencing of documents that you're looking for. It might be internal content. So if I were to go back to safeguarding and put in different types of abuse, which would be a section one would think in safeguarding. Let me see what comes up here. So it has come up with a policy, and I'm just going to do one other thing this time. QP61, where we know that's a safeguarding policy, it's listed the most common forms of abuse. What I will ask it, we know that we can locate that in the link, but I'm going to ask it is which section is this in? See what comes back with that. It's in section 9, it tells us types of abuse. So not just referencing, it will pull up internal content also. It may be sometimes the link doesn't appear. So ask it to say, please provide me with a link. I will do one more, which is stomp medication, which is about managing medication for people with a learning difficulty. Let me see what the bot brings up here. So it gives us a summary of what that is. It could have been anything. It could have been storage of medication, transport of medication, controlled drugs, the 6 R's of medication. We have different sections in policies. You know, I could have put any of them up, but this is just an example. Again, we don't have the section. So which section is this in? I will ask the bot. Yep, and it's told us it's in section 33 of the policy, which we can see there. That's brilliant. Look, I'm going to summarize what we've been talking about. I think the first thing I want to say is this is an evolution for our company. Originally, we had a search facility. We still do that and still have that for the Cared4 system. Then we had what we called hyperlinking. We still have that, where you click on document titles and you are taken to the folder that the document and its position within that folder, whether that be a duty of conduct policy, a care plan, a daily report sheet, and they are hyperlinked either on an index or in the policy or procedure itself. But this is something entirely different. We really believe in this. We believe it's going to make the use of Cared4 so much easier. And it does need to make Cared4 easier. With all document systems, they grow. We provide an update service. We are now over 500 documents in Cared4, and there are challenges in navigating around the Cared4 system with that volume of material. This chatbot totally takes that away. Simply asking questions about references or internal content and providing the location back to our Collaborate platform where you can pick up the document. So that's really about it. What I do want to say as well is we always appreciate contact with our customers. It may be you can't find something in the bot. We will help. It may be the phrasing or the way that you've put something in. It may be you just can't find it at all, and we're always happy to help. We're always at the end of the phone. We are obviously on email at info@betal.co.uk. In fact, this is what we say on the end of each question. You'll see that information there on how to contact us. Thank you so much for listening to me, and we will be rolling out this chatbot in May of this year and providing a link. We may also be providing links for a free trial of the chatbot. Thank you now.